Hello wrestling fans, the Wrestling Wizard here and welcome to another video. And in this video we're going to try and predict when Uncle Howdy and his incoming faction are finally going to emerge. Now myself and I know many WWE fans thought that Uncle Howdy was going to appear at Backlash in France, and do you know what? The pop would have been absolutely incredible if Uncle Howdy had emerged there. But it didn't happen, and of course it goes on and on and on, the wait when Uncle Howdy is eventually going to appear with his faction. And it's intriguing, it's exciting. It could, if you think about it, theoretically, it could happen as soon as tonight's Monday Night Raw. It could have, of course, happened this month on May the 25th at King and Queen of the Ring, of course, in Saudi Arabia. Could it be Clash at the Castle? Could it be Money in the Bank? Is it going to be SummerSlam? Are we going to have to wait even longer? Now, I highly doubt it's going to be all the way until SummerSlam, but of course in this video we're going to try and work out when this is going to finally emerge in WWE. Now, of course, unfortunately and sadly, it's 2024 and the social media outlets will leak this information, but sadly 5 of the members of the incoming Uncle Howdy faction have already been leaked. It's a bit of a shame because I do like the element of surprise in WWE. However, this is 2024, this is what happens sadly, and there have been some media outlets that have leaked the members. Now, if you don't know about the leak, you don't know about the members, then switch off. But I know a lot of you already know, so I'm going to say it in this video. Anyway, the 5 members, of course, Bo Dallas, Uncle Howdy, unsurprising there. Seems like he's going to be the puppet master, the ring master in all of this. Then, of course, we've got Dexter Lumis. That was quite a surprise. Eric Rowan, we kind of saw that coming. Nikki Cross and Joe Gacy. Now, of course, the question marks remain. What were the members going to be originally under the leadership of Bray Wyatt? Now, of course, we know way back when in the lead up to WrestleMania 39, it seemed pretty likely that Eric Young was going to be part of the original Bray Wyatt pending faction that was supposed to, of course, come to light in 2023. However, Eric Young decided not to side with WWE and went elsewhere, and of course that didn't materialise for obvious and tragic reasons. Rest in peace, Bray. We miss you every single day. Your creative genius just will never be replicated, sadly. Like, no matter how good this Bo Dallas creative is in this faction, we'll always, and we can't help ourselves in this, we'll always compare it to Bray Wyatt's creative. And that kind of in a way is unfair to both because we need to let him shine and do his own thing. But Bray Wyatt, let's face it, was the colour red in a world full of black and white, and he'll never be replicated. You don't get the rub from The Undertaker unless you're literally on that godlike level. However, of course, the question marks remain. What were the original members? If Eric Young was going to be, didn't come to light, but was going to be originally, who were the other members? You got to think Alexa was going to be part of it, surely. Of course, those undoubtedly were her hands in the Firefly Funhouse. I swear I say this every single video, but I swear Alexa was going to be part of The Fiend and reuniting and all of that at WrestleMania 39. So, to answer your question in terms of the current faction, yes, I believe the 6th member at a later date will actually be Alexa Bliss. But we'll never know whether Dexter Lumis was supposed to be part of it all along, whether Nikki Cross was supposed to be part of it all along, Eric Rowan, etc, etc. But all we can do is look forward to this current faction incoming and what on earth they're going to do with this creatively, because I think they're going to smash this out the park. Am I disappointed from a fan perspective that they've leaked these names and these members of this Uncle Howdy faction? Hell yeah, but we've still got the intrigue with the 6th member. Is it actually going to be Alexa Bliss? How's it going to play out? And of course, we don't know when this is going to play out. I feel like it's going to be really, really close. This seems to have gone on for some time. It feels like it's gone on longer than the White Rabbit trail with Bray Wyatt, of course, in the lead up to his return at Extreme Rules. So I don't think they're going to wait long. I really don't. I wouldn't be surprised if we see this come to light very, very soon. But my money, to answer your question, when's it going to happen? At King and Queen of the Ring. I think this is going to be when we see the official debut. For one of 2 reasons. Number one, it's not that far away. May the 25th. You can literally close that show with the Uncle Howdy and this faction reveal at that event. You can make it centre stage. If you go on to the following PLEs, you've got Clash at the Castle in Scotland. The headline is going to be Drew McIntyre, undoubtedly. And if you move on to Money in the Bank, of course, Money in the Bank is the main talking point. I can't really see a debut there. And I don't think they're going to wait all the way until SummerSlam, where undoubtedly the main event, the main talk, is going to be Roman Reigns and his return. And of course, those shenanigans with the bloodline. The second reason is the Saudi Arabian fans absolutely adore WWE. They're generally red-hot crowds. Not as red-hot as France, I will say. But they love their WWE. They're so passionate, and they were massively passionate about Bray Wyatt and his creative. Just see the ovation he got back at Crown Jewel 2022. He didn't even wrestle. He just came out and cut a promo, and they absolutely lapped it up. They appreciated Bray Wyatt. They would welcome with open arms Bo Dallas, and what a place to return him. And if Alexa Bliss is part of it, fans adore Alexa Bliss in Saudi Arabia. If they were going to reveal her that soon, why not do it in Saudi Arabia? Now, I don't actually think that's going to be the case. I think we're probably going to see the 5 members sporadically over time revealed, potentially all at the Saudi Arabian King and Queen of the Ring. We're trying to fit all the pieces of the puzzle together to solve this puzzle, but the truth is, we don't know. And also, on a little side note as well, I've been asked this question quite a lot. How do you think the Uncle Howdy character is going to get booked? Now, I think one of two things is going to happen. I actually think we could see, similar to what we saw with Bray Wyatt, Uncle Howdy, the ghost in the machine, on the Titantron, sort of brainwarping Bo Dallas. But also, we know that Uncle Howdy was being portrayed by Bo Dallas to cover Bray Wyatt's lies, right? To protect Bray Wyatt. So you could well have Uncle Howdy take on physical form via Bo Dallas again. But this time, it's slightly different. There might be a slightly different look with Uncle Howdy. Uncle Howdy could essentially be what the Fiend was to Bray Wyatt. Uncle Howdy could be Bo Dallas's darker alter ego. And that would follow in and tie in quite nicely with the previous storyline as well. It could make sense logically. Bo Dallas is sort of carrying through the Uncle Howdy act via the spirit of Bray Wyatt and his darker alter ego in Uncle Howdy. After all, Uncle Howdy was in Bray Wyatt's nightmares. He could essentially have been in Bo Dallas's nightmares too, and then he can take on this physical form. I like that idea. I think it could really, really work, but used sparingly. I think Uncle Howdy should be used as a special attraction at PLEs and at main events and so on and so forth. But again, at this stage, we don't know how Uncle Howdy is going to play out, and that is what is so exciting. So help me out. Get down in the comments section. Share your thoughts and opinions. When do you think we're going to see the Uncle Howdy faction reveal? How do you want to see this played out creatively? I always love hearing your thoughts and opinions. And thank you so much for watching the video. As always, it'd be very much appreciated if you could like the video, share the video, and even better, subscribe if you're new. Catch you in the next one.